In this video, I will explain what debt issuance selective distribution economics is, how it works, and the roles that people play in it. This circle represents everyone in the economy. There are two basic classes of people in a debt issuance selective distribution economic system. There is the privileged class, which I will explain on the left side of the economy, and there is the peasant class, which I will explain on the right side of the economy. At the very center of the privileged class are the issuers. Next are the rulers. The issuers issue money, they distribute money, they collect debt, they collect taxes, and they select rulers. The issuers initiate the trajectory that determines how, where, and to whom money is channeled into circulation. The rulers provide leadership, they write laws, they invest money, they create industry, and they select the rich. The rulers sell the issuers' vision to the peasant class, and they finance the fundamental projects and people that make the issuers' vision a reality. In first place, on the peasant class side of the economy, is the rich. Next is the workers, and coming in last, of course, is the poor. The rich define the dream. They are the role models. They run the business, and they select the workers. The rich are the people who the rulers have selected as the most qualified to create innovations, manage the infrastructure, and inspire the workers and the poor. The workers do the work. They enforce the law, and they fight the wars. The workers are selected for their willingness and ability to serve the rich and ultimately fulfill the vision of the issuers. The poor are unselected, they are humiliated, and they are punished. The poor are the people who are not selected to play any role in the economy. The media humiliates them, and the legal system punishes them as a reminder for the workers that to be unselected is unacceptable. Before anyone can earn or spend money, it must first be issued and distributed into circulation. All money begins in the center of the economy with the issuers. Money is then channeled by the issuer to the rulers. The rulers then channel money to the rich, and the rich channel money to the workers. The more money circulates into the economy, and the further it travels from the issuers, the more diluted it becomes until it is simply no longer available to the people furthest from the center. Then through debt and taxes, money is ultimately returned to the issuer until it is gone. Then it is reissued again. This process of issuance and return gives the issuers the option of changing the channels in which money is distributed. A change in channels may occur for any number of reasons, from the defunding of a particular industry to the desired funding of another industry, or the giving or taking of power from rulers and/or the peasant classes. All aspects of a society can be controlled by this simple issuance and return process. It is this process that defines what a debt issuance selective distribution economic system is. If money is being issued and returned on a regular basis, why does money always seem to be available to the rulers, the rich, and the workers to some degree or another? Why don't we notice when money is being taken out of circulation? The reason we don't notice when money is taken out of circulation is because the issuance and the return process happen simultaneously. Before the money from the previous issuance is returned, more money is issued back into circulation to replace the money that will be returned from the previous issuance. You usually won't notice the issuance and return process other than in the cases of recession, depression, and inflation, which I will cover shortly. What you will notice is the channel change. You'll notice it when industries seem to pop up and/or are replaced overnight, and when political and other major organizations pop up and/or are replaced in an amazingly short period of time. These changes occur when the issuer changes who or what they are channeling money into circulation through. For most people, however, specifically the issuers, the rulers, the rich, and the workers, rechanneling aside, the economy will seem very stable. For the unselected poor, however, the economy is either non-existent outside of assistance programs or very unstable. A recession is when less money is reissued back into circulation than the rate in which it is being returned to the issuer. The result is that there is less money overall in circulation, which means that some of the workers get shuffled down into the unselected poor. The economy for the issuers, the rulers, the rich, and some of the workers, however, still seems rather stable. A depression works just like a recession does, except that it is more extreme. In a depression, most of the workers are shuffled back into the pool of the unselected poor, and many of the rich lose their status too. The issuers may cause a depression in preparation for major industry changes or before starting a war. The desperation in people caused by a depression makes them much more willing to change industries and/or join the military than they would be in an otherwise stable economy. Inflation is when the issuers, the rulers, and the rich raise their prices. This usually happens after the issuer has issued more money into circulation than is being returned. They may do this as a reward to the lower classes for fighting in a war or advancing the infrastructure ahead of schedule. For a period of time, the lower classes enjoy an increased level of purchasing power. When the privileged and the rich decide the party is over, they raise their rates until the social economic balance equalizes to their liking, and then the process continues on as usual.